why you need to carry a chainsaw with you and know how to use it. Righto, it's been daylight for about 20 minutes. That tree across the road put me behind a little bit, but anyway. So I'm going in to a spot I've been videoing a bit over the last few months. I'm going in a different direction because the wind's going to be up my arse going in the way I normally do. So instead of coming along the river, I'm dropping off the top. So I don't know what it's going to be like. It's probably going to be thick. It's definitely going to be wet because it's rained a heap. And it's supposed to rain a fair bit today. But I'm just looking for a meat animal, so got the game bags and saw and everything. Yeah, I'm just going to see how we go poking down in here. Coming in from 180 degrees to normal, so we'll see what difference that makes. So stick with me, I've got a bit to say today, but I'll leave that for later. Put up a deer, got honked at, put up a deer, and I played with the caller for a little bit, but yeah, couldn't bring it in. But where I am right now, I'm pretty much where I want to start hunting, so I've just been walking. So that's a bit of a casualty of walking too quick through the bush, but chances of getting a shot at it were pretty slim as scrub was way over my head, sort of like that stuff in the background. But I'm just above a big rocky sort of a bluff, and I know there's a heap of bedding underneath it. And last time I was in here, there was half a dozen deer bedded up on this flat or bench. So I'm gonna swing over the other side of the ridge here and circle around with the wind in my face. The wind's doing exactly what I was hoping it was going to do. Hopefully, I can nail one just in a little bedding spot. If not, there's a real nice open gully that heads into another bedding spot. And then I've got that real nice country. Back in a couple of other videos, you would have seen a stag and a heap of deer run across the opening. We shot that young one. But yeah, plan is to go over here, get the wind in the face, cut through this top of this bedding area, look into it. I have to go super quiet, but the way the conditions are at the moment, it's perfect for stalking. When I get around there, I'll slow right down. I might even do a few calls, see if I can stand one up, or at least just get their attention to think that I'm a deer coming. Anyway, it's been pretty easy walking here, so I'm stoked about that. If I shoot one in here, it's going to be an easy walk out. Thought it was going to be a lot rougher. Anyway, less chit chat, more hunting. I was too busy looking for a way through these rocks to notice the Sambar deer standing 40 yards away. Big honk, gone. Crashed off pretty hard, so I don't think it's going to come back to a call. But yeah, there's a bit of a lesson. I was sneaking, had a little bit of sign. There, one was there. Anyway, I think I found a way through the rocks, so I'll go down. I've stirred this area up a little bit, and I'll cut back into this bedding area. It's probably 300 metres away, so shouldn't have been spooked by that deer running off. We've got plenty of country. I haven't even really got to where I want to really start hunting yet. Put up that last deer up there. I managed to come through a little gut, down through all this crap. Now I'm in all this kind of crap. I've got to go through all that kind of crap to get to where I want to go. So don't think that when I show you all those beautiful open gullies and ridges, that's what all my country looks like, because it's not. It's a well-used bed. They love these benches. Yeah, I want to go through there quietly now. Yeah, not having much luck today. All the deer in this heavy sort of scrubby stuff, and they're just bounding away on me. I'm not getting much of a look at them. But the better country's still to come, but I've spent so much time coming through this thick stuff. Running a bit late really, to have them moving. But we might be lucky, it's very foggy, which can slow their, they normally bed at a certain time, so, but weather like this can keep them active a bit longer, so it's a good chance I might pop into something still feeding, which is ideal because then they're making a bit of noise and I'm making a bit of noise and we run into each other. And hopefully I can get a look at them before they see me. I was just getting into some nice country. I was going nice and quiet. Come into this little bit of a head of a gully. And I spied that hind down there. Now, I could have taken her, but she looked like she's probably fairly pregnant. And I'm looking for something a bit smaller. I was kind of hoping she had a yearling with her, but nothing's come through that clearing yet. I've got to go that way anyway, so I'm going to bump her. So, anyway, I am drowned wet. Still got dry boots, but that's not going to last much longer, I don't think. I can feel the water running down my legs. Anyway, we'll get around into the next spot. Hopefully we can find something a bit juicier than her. After putting up that hind again, big old girl, only had her about 70 yards that time. Yeah, I've just sat down, had something to eat, chilled out for a bit, let it all calm down. She sort of ran down towards the river anyway. Poke around this little ridge here. I've got all those little benches. Gonna try and get one in there. I pretty much just stood on a stag and a hind. Stag basically pushed the hind out of the way to get going. Big hind, bam! He's probably only 18 inches or 20 inches. Not a real big stag, but I got the heart rate racing. I thought I was going to see him pop back out, but they stuck in the scrub like they always do, the bastards. No, I just made it into the good stuff. They're here. No real chance for a shot. I sort of, where I bumped him, was in the thick. It's only probably 15 yards away maybe. So I ran out in the clear to get a look, but they've stayed in the bush. They didn't give me a second look. Well, keep going. Yeah, well, I couldn't get it done down on the benches. I did run into 2 perfect size hinds. One gave me a chance. I took too much time trying to get too good a shot into her, but anyway, that's the dramas you have. I'm sort of going to try and almost neck shoot her, but anyway, she probably needed to give me another second. And the other one just trotted through clearing, which I could have had a running shot at, but I was kind of hoping to pull it up, but hasn't happened. So I've pretty much exhausted all that area down there. So I've made my way up. I've just been calling here in a real nice spot where I thought there might have been one bedded, but can't get anything to stand up or come in or honk at me or anything. So the plan is to get up on this ridge and get back up on the track and walk back to the ute. But there's a couple of spots up there I haven't been before, which I've an idea there might be some deer up there as well. So the game's not over yet. So today's tip is, once I decided I was going for a hunt today, I looked at the weather, I picked a spot, I googled it, I've hunted this area several times, so I know where the deer like to be, where I've seen them before, where I've shot them before. I looked at the wind, the way the wind was going. I couldn't walk in here the way I usually do. So I made a plan, looked on the map, yep, can walk down that ridge, pop into there. Now, it wasn't as easy as I was hoping. Well, actually, it was about what I was thinking it was going to be. It was looking like it was going to be real easy, and then it turned to shit at the end. But anyway, we got into where we wanted to get into. I've seen 6 deer. You know, if I wanted any deer, I could have shot that behind, no problems. And if I hadn't been, mucking around, I would have shot that other one as well. But so the tip is, you got to know the areas you're hunting. We don't have to know them, but to be successful regularly, if you keep hunting the same sort of areas, so long as there's deer in them, you can make game plans. And when you've got a plan, it just gives you a little bit of an advantage because you sort of know where you need to walk. You know when you really need to be quiet. You're not coming over a ridge you've never been over before and going, oh, yeah, I need to be over there or whatever. So tip is, hunt your areas regularly, get a good understanding of where the deer want to be in that area, understand the topography, the weather, and how you can attack it from different directions according to different weather. So I don't just bumble around in the bush hoping. I make a game plan, and that game plan is flexible, but in all, today, it's about 95% gone to plan. I just haven't pulled the trigger on a deer. So the last part of my plan is to walk up here on Google Earth. It shows some open country, probably rocky. Good chance there could be a deer bedded up there. So the last part of this plan is to kill a deer up there. We'll see how it goes. Righto, that last part of the plan did not work out at all. There was no dry open ridge, there was just jungle, and it started teeming with rain. I put the camera away. I am drowned. But anyway, so I'm out on a bit of an old sneak track here, which is going to make it a bit easier to get back to the ute. Yeah, so not successful this time in putting a deer on the ground, but I end up seeing 6. And had a ball. So don't think I'll be going back in that way though. I'll just have to wait for the wind to be in the direction I need it to be in to hunt it from the other way. It's too much like hard work getting through that scrub. No pads, and on hands and knees a fair bit. It's just no good. For the people that have been interested in me taking them out for a hunt, whether it be, a new hunter wanting to get an education weekend or course, or the hunter from interstate, or just time poor hunter that wants to be put on the deer straight away, and or someone that's wanting to get into backpacking and haven't got the experience or you might be the only one in your hunting group that wants to go backpacking, and a bit daunting on your own to start with, and you were looking for someone to guide you and show you the ropes, how to do it safely, or anything basically involved in sambar deer hunting. What I've done is I've basically set up a business. I've got a solicitor draw up a waiver for me, registered a business name, and I've got a quote back from an insurance company for public liability. And that's where the roadblock is. So the premium is 10 grand, straight payable up front, 12 months cover, non-refundable. So what I need is that interest from the comments from previous videos and Instagram and Facebook comments. I need you to email me. So I'm going to put the email up here. It'll be in the description as well. I need you to email me with your interest, and I mean proper serious interest, not, oh yeah, maybe one day I'd like to come with you. I mean, hey, I want to come with you next week, and I'm prepared to pay a deposit. I want this to happen. And why I want you to do that is I'm shying away from the 10 grand startup on this insurance, and I'm not prepared to do it without it. There's too much involved, too much risk to not have it, so I'm not prepared to do any sort of shady, half-assed sort of stuff. So without the insurance, this is not going to happen. So without the interest, I basically want to pre-book people in, so that then I've got the confidence to pay that 10 grand. So it's up to you guys. If you want this to get up and running, it's that far away. If I can get the interest, I'll pay the bill, and it's going to happen real quick. It could be as early as first weekend in May. So yeah, hit me up with an email. I'll be able to give you detailed, what's available, costs and dates available. But without that initial interest, this business isn't going to go anywhere. I'll have to shelve it and try and work out a different way. If there's not enough immediate interest, I'll just shelve it. Send me an email, tell me what you want, and I should be able to tweak it to suit you. I'm not going to be rigid in this is how it's going to be. I'm not going to be sitting in a classroom. We're not going to be doing theory. We're going to be out here